Yo, what is up, my Chicago bros? It's your boy Chicago back with another banger video, and this one today is special. I did some extra research for you guys, and it is going to be a good one. Now, you guys have been blowing up the videos the last like 3 or 4 videos, and I know you guys are loving this type of content, so I'm gonna bring you some more. But like always, I'm gonna ask you to like, subscribe, comment, share it, tweet it out, whatever, because the channel's been killing it, and that's what I love to see, and it makes me even more excited to make content like this. And this one, I got some stats and stuff for you today. I got some extra stuff to present to you guys. But basically, that's just my little intro, and the video for today is just going to be the RLCSX award show. Now, if you guys don't know, there was no really awards given out for MVPs or anything like that, but I decided to take it upon myself and just give you my thoughts, my opinions on certain awards. So if you guys know, like the NBA, there's a defensive player of the year, there's a team of the year, a coach of the year. I'm just gonna have a little bit of awards for you. And basically, let's just get right into it, right? So you got to start off with the NA MVP. And for me, the NA MVP was actually Garrett. Again, you'd have to give it to someone on energy between Justin and Garrett, but I feel like Garrett had the more consistent season. His team had a 65% win percentage over the entire RLCSX season. He had 0.8 goals per game, 0.6 assists per game, and 1.5 saves per game. For some little stats, just shows you how active he is in all parts of the field, you know, doing his due diligence to why energy is so good. Now for EU, I got Monkey Moon. Oh yeah, sorry about this, but I got no OC or Sam because I don't know the region well enough. For EU, this is pretty, everyone would guess this. Monkey Moon is definitely the MVP. BDS best team. Absolutely insane season. BDS was kind of leader. Again, like energy, both had a 65% win percentage. Monkey Moon actually had 0.78 goals instead of Garrett's 0.79, but Monkey Moon did have 0.71 assists per game and 2 saves per game, so a little bit more than Garrett in the assists and saves category, but the man was doing everything. The best all-around player probably in EU, no question. Now, since MVP is such a big award, I actually did runners-up, and for the NA runner-up for MVP, I'm actually going to give it to First Killer. The man, just when you think of MVP, you think of most valuable player, and when you think of like a certain player's value to a team, I don't think anything's bigger than Rogue and First Killer. First Killer is able to propel that team to a really top 4 spot and even multiple wins in different regionals and even a major second place finish, I believe. But First Killer stats, especially on the offensive side, is 0.9 goals per game, 0.6 assists, and 2 saves, and he has 70% goal participation, just showing you kind of that MVP status. Now for EU, the runner-up, I got Alpha 54. I really kind of didn't know who to give it to here because I think a lot of players weren't really the clear-cut favorite. Maybe Archie, because what do you say? Maybe Archie, because top blokes without Archie, who knows? But for me, I give it to Alpha. Alpha scoring 0.75 goals, 0.6 assists, and about 2 saves per game, right? So he's putting up his work for a Vitality that played really well and then finished out strong after a little bit of a lackluster spring. Okay, for the next award, I am going to have the Rookie of the Year Classic Award, just like the NBA. And for the Rookie, it's got to be your first season in RLCSX. This has got to be your first season showing up. So for Rookie NA, I think this is a pretty clear-cut favorite. Beast mode. The man's just turned 15. He hops into RLCS and he gets on a top 6 team basically throughout the season with literally jumping off hot. Like the team was cooking in the beginning, and he was getting almost 7 goals a game, 0.6 assists, and 1.57 saves. He's literally like doing everything for his team when it comes to playmaking, shooting, saving the ball, his defense, crazy reads, everything. And it was only his first season, and he's only 15 years old, which means he's only gonna get better most likely. And for EU, it's a clear-cut favorite, kind of like the MVP. It's Archie. Literally, I never heard of Archie before this season. He hops on top blokes. The man carries his team to what? They were top 2, top 3 for a while in terms of standings, and he was doing everything. He has 0.81 goals, 70% goal participation, 0.66 assists, 2.07 saves. He's literally everywhere. He's doing everything. That he's like the best, just the team's backbone basically. And he's only a rookie, so that's crazy. Now, Coach of the Year is what I'm going to move on to next, and I think for NA, it's a pretty clear-cut favorite because I think Chrome is the one who actually does a lot of coaching in the NA scene in terms of not just being like kind of a hype man, which is much needed, but also kind of directing his team on just actual strategies. And I think because of that and some of SSG's accomplishments is they had a 63% win percentage over the course of the season. They had three major 3 major / regional wins, and they got second in the championships, the most important tournament. So pretty solid resume right there. And for EU, it's got to be BDS's coach. Now, I honestly don't know, or I never really heard of KL too much, but he's doing something right? Because they have a 65% win percentage, 3 major wins, 5 regional wins, and second in the championships. Of course, they would have liked that last one, but hey, one of the most dominant seasons probably of all time, maybe of all time. We'll never know. Now, for the team of the year, this is gonna be kind of getting repetitive, but I got some better awards. Team of the year for NA is NRG. You know, NRG had 1 regional win, 2 major wins, and then became the RLCSX NA champions. Sorry about that. Their stats were they were scoring 2.35 goals. They were assisting on 1.85 of those goals, and they were averaging just about 5 saves. So again, that's kind of a lot of saves. Actually, I'd probably consider that average, but they were just a super solid team. You'd always count on them to put some offense up. And they're also, as you can see by the stat, they weren't doing a ton of solo plays. They had the passing, they had the playmaking there. EU, team of the year, BDS, unquestionable. Even though they lost the championship, still a season like that with so much dominance, so many championships, first place finishes, whatever you want to consider them, they just have to. 2.27 goals, a little bit less than energy, but more assists. 4.76 saves. So again, that average saves, but it just shows they're even more of a unit with a little bit more assist to goal ratio. Okay, so now like I had the if you guys know, there's a defensive player of the year in the NBA awards, but I had to give an offensive player of the year, and for me it's got to be First Killer. He kind of is like that MVP, and he just had 70% goal participation. So the fact that he's so involved with the offense, and you saw all the highlight plays, the pressure he put on teams, the plays, like even if he was going for a goal but it ended up being a play for his teammate, just because of that, he's got to be NA offense player of the year. Now for EU, this one I didn't want to just be repetitive and say Monkey Moon, maybe Archie, but I actually wanted to go with Atomic on Queso. The man first season showed up, showed out. 0.82 goals a game, 0.5 assists per game, and 65% goal participation. He plays defense for them as well. He's basically just everywhere. All right, for the defensive player of the year, actually. Now, for NA, I think this is pretty, not very controversial, but it's going to be Mist. Mist, everyone knows Mist defense, and he's probably the best third man in the league this year. Mist was one of those guys when he had it on, and just in general, he's one of the hardest dudes to score on, and because of it, he just needs some credit, right? Just, you know, the backbone of Envy. Their defense was amazing, and a lot of that centered around Mist goal line defense, and just they wouldn't be the team they were without them. But for EU defensive player, I'm gonna give it to Monkey Moon. When I was checking out his stats, he had 2 stats, and I just remembered a lot of the times I was watching that Monkey Moon was always usually super solid on defense, not making mistakes, not making stupid decisions. And because of that, I'd give it to Monkey Moon. Now, I could be wrong there. My EU knowledge isn't the greatest, but I didn't want to just not give them an award. But I definitely could be wrong there. Correct me if you guys think it's someone else. Now, for the last award, it is going to be a little bit of a different one. Now, I could make a part 2 of this video if you guys got different awards. Maybe biggest ego, maybe certain stats you want to see. I could definitely make a part 2 to this video. I know you guys probably want to see it, but I have to know what kind of awards. But for the last the last award, it's gonna be a weird one. I called it the best disruptor. Now it basically translates to the most annoying player, which players you hate playing against because they're just basically as annoying as possible. And for NA, it's not gonna be really much of a shocka. It's gonna be Arsenal. The dude averaged literally from 1.3 demos per game in a tournament to 2.5. Like, he's always gonna be taking your boost, demoing you, at least bumping you, chasing you. You're not gonna be able to escape. You're just gonna have to keep your eyes on a swivel, keep your right stick moving. And, you know, just because of that, he's got to be the most annoying player to play in NA. But for EU, after watching some BDS replays and basically knowing Mark's role, he's got to win the award. He just is probably the EU version of Arsenal, except plays his role a little bit differently and plays it very, very well. That's why I think BDS is super good, is because all of them play their role incredibly well and almost to the T. But he's going to get him and get your corner boost, demo you, cut off your plays, challenge stuff, pinch stuff from across the map in your net. He's just going to be everywhere, and he's going to be in your face. He's not going to give you that room to work, you know? And because of that, I'm going to give it to Mark. Now, that is actually all I had for the awards. Now, it was very short because I didn't want to make a 20-minute video just rambling. I like these 10-minute videos because I think it's fair to you guys. I think you guys like that little short video. And again, I could always make another one with more awards, but you guys got to let me know. But again, the Chicago Bros got to keep blowing up the channel. It's working. The comments, the likes, the subs, the tweets, I've seen you guys and I appreciate it. Now, your boy's gonna get off. I hope you guys have a great rest of your afternoon, night, morning, dusk, dawn, wherever you're at. And, you know, just be a homie, click a like, subscribe. But I'm out. Peace.